On basic principle, the lower legislator should not enact a law which is directly contrary to that of the higher legislature. The bishop cannot say, in my diocese, I allow every day multiple mass intention. No, because Holy Father has said it, that only 2 days in a week you can do it. If somebody writes to the Holy See will ask for explanation from the bishop. Or secondly, you should get special permission from the Holy See if you want to allow every day multiple mass intentions. Okay, so it brought me to that question. Any other question? Meals is 12:30 or 1 o'clock, Father? 12:30, okay. Yes. Very good.
Suppose I get some money.
Yeah.
For mass
Yeah. Yeah.
in euro or dollar.
Yeah.
Maybe 50
Yeah.
euro.
Yeah. Correct.
per mass.
Yeah.
I am not able to separate the
Yeah.
mass.
Yeah.
Since I am taking from diocese or from my superior.
Yeah.
I want to transfer that intention to another priest.
Yeah.
So am I obliged to pay the whole amount? Or we look at the intercurrent?
Yeah. Correct. This is one thing. Okay, please, yes. Canon 955 deals with the question that you asked. One who intends to transfer to others the celebration of masses to be applied is to transfer them as soon as possible to priests of his own choice, provided he is certain that they are of proven integrity. Sometimes a priest will receive mass intention, they will not celebrate it, don't give to them such mass. Okay. Secondly, he must transfer the entire offering received unless it is quite certain that an amount in excess of the diocesan offering was given as a personal gift. Suppose the donor gave you as a personal gift more than that. So 10 euro mass, suppose 70 rupees, 75 rupees, 750 rupees one mass. Diocesan mass is 100 rupees. So you got this intention that you may distribute this book on catechism. That's why, with the consent of the donor, you may give maybe 100, 200 and then keep it for yourself. Otherwise, some of the priests are there who have frequent chance to go abroad, get mass intention and make business. So 750 rupees mass, there are 500 rupees. He gives to this person 200 rupees. He is happy because here only 100 rupees, 200 rupees. He is happy making business. That is not allowed. Transfer the entire amount unless you get the consent of the donor. Consent of the donor. One of the basic principles we all have to follow. Book 5, Temporal Goods Administration is intention of the donor is sacrosanct, most holy. Intention of the donor. The donor gave some money to buy dress, uniform for school children. He should not buy even books without the consent of the donor. Without the consent of the donor. You have to write and give. So, Monsieur especially, the order is very, very strict. No, I was telling them, so they gave, we asked for scholarship. For 20 students, they gave. For each of them 30,000 rupees. They selected from a list presented 30, they chose only 20. Names also they had written. I told them, so 20 students you give 30,000 rupees each. We will distribute 25,000 to all the 30 students. Please give permission. They are not. In front of the students, I got a sorry figure because 10 did not get. To them also share. But then no. Only these 20 students only should be given. Intention of the donor is very important. Intention of the donor. I want to make all of them happy and wrote for permission from them. They said, Father, we are very sorry, we are not giving that permission. So like that, you have to also, in everything, this transfer of masses, that is the thing. You have to transfer the whole amount. Don't make business. Some of them like that for books, for some other purpose, you give some masses, from that we will do something, you get their consent. Otherwise it is improper.
In India we get 100 rupees per mass.
Yeah. Diocese to diocese differs. Okay. Province to province. Yeah.
Okay. We get dollars.
Yeah.
The whole amount they are giving only the 100 rupees. What about other money?
No, we give the, no, I don't get your question. So you also get only 100 rupees when they get mass from outside, you mean?
Outside the dollars they will get more.
Yes.
The taxes are increased.
Yeah.
But we still get given only 100 rupees.
Okay.
But when we compare dollars is more. Where that money was established.
As I said, with the consent of the donor, the bishop or the religious superior may use it for a particular purpose. If such consent is not there, the bishop or the religious superior should not do it, they should transfer the whole amount. I hope honestly that most of these religious superiors, when they give only $2 to the priest and $8 for themselves, they retain, they do something wrong if they are not transferring the whole amount without the consent of the donor. I am sure many donors are aware of it accordingly. If you get directly, you get the whole amount. If you get through them, maybe they want to support their project of charity. So for that they use of that amount, they are answerable. Nobody is dispensed from this obligation of keeping this amount in a mystery, a secrecy. So for example, some bishops give some masses, 10 masses only, the full amount during the Christmas season, and some dioceses, okay, they transfer the whole amount. So it depends. We should not generalize. If any superior or bishop is doing, even they are doing wrong without the consent of the donor. Any others regarding this? One more thing, since we are dealing with administration, 1284, with regard to, please know it, 1284, at least know it, even in the net, it is there. Nowadays everything you have, CIC you put, I have also PDF that also can be copied, all that I have, I will give to the secretary, you can copy afterwards. Now, for example, 1284 deals with the duties of the administrators. When you are dealing with parish property, parish money, or diocese level also, procurator and others, what all they have to keep? First of all, perform your duty with diligence. So take your work seriously, not half-heartedly. I asked one first year philosopher, all the group, whole group, what are your special talents? I asked. Each one said, I am a good composer, father, I am a good musician, I am good at writing poems. Like that, oh, so many people said so many things. One seminarian, I was surprised, he did not mention his talent. He said, Father, what is my special quality, talent? If I take up something, I will give my heart and soul to it. And I will do it as perfectly as possible. I was so much impressed by this seminarian statement. I want you also to say, if I take up a parish, I will give my life for that parish. That's what I mean by diligence. Do it with diligence, half-heartedly, doing what you want, that's not right. Then it says a number of duties. What must these people dealing with church money to do? Be vigilant that no goods placed in their care in any way perish or suffer damage. To this end, they are, to the extent necessary, arrange insurance contract. The church is leaking, presbytery is leaking, cracks are there. You are not at all bothered. You become a crack owner. No, Father, I told the bishop, finance committee, nobody is bothered, Father. What does it matter? The property is placed in your care. Necessary repair, if necessary renovation. Motivating the people to contribute for it. If People, when the house is leaking, do they keep quiet? I know parish priests are keeping quiet. As irresponsible as possible. A stitch in time saves nine, you are not wrong. How irresponsible we are. I am impressed by Luke 12th chapter. Today, for example, I am speaking so much about this. I am making you more answerable before God also. That I like it. That servant who did not know the master's will and then violated the master's will get a slight beating. But who knew the master's will and did not do his homework, he will get a severe beating. We are not supposed to be servants who know the master's will. This is an occasion also to know the master Lord's will. How irresponsible we are. People will not do it. Sisters, for example, they will not keep quiet. There are some banana trees or whatever trees, some tamarind trees in our part of Tamil Nadu, so many things. The parish priests don't bother only these trees and what, who takes what, they don't bother. If it is a convent, no, nothing will go away. Nothing will go away. They are so careful about protecting their property. That's why be vigilant that goods placed in your care do not suffer any damage. Then it says, for example, ensure the ownership of ecclesiastical goods is safeguarded in ways which are valid in civil law. Follow the civil law. One of the things Canon 22 speaks of, we must follow civil law always, except in two cases. We call that canonization of civil law. Civil law is canonized. We have to follow civil law as though it were canon law, because the Lord wants us to be orderly citizens. Two things we should not follow. If civil law is against divine law, you should not follow. For example, don't preach the gospel. Adultery is legalized. Abortion is legalized. These are against divine law. Or homosexuality is normal. These are against divine law. We should not follow it. Secondly, if there is an equal provision in canon law, we should give provision to canon law. Other than that, especially book 5, administration of goods, you have to always follow civil law. Your property must be valid. And then the next paragraph says, see to it that the church does not suffer damage because of non-observance of civil law. The municipality or corporation says you ought to put up the building 10 feet away or 20 feet away. You put up the building near the road. They come and demolish. You are stupid. That's why church suffers damage because of the non-observance of civil law. You have to follow it. You don't know the income tax rules and regulations, auditing rules. Because of your stupidity, church should not suffer damage. Income and expenditure, account to the government. Some of the priests, even after repeated reminders, they don't send account to the diocese, to the bishop in time. They say, oh, bishop, we give account to God only. We give account to God only. Whose money it is? When it is a corporation, society, then others are in difficulty. Why do you do that? We do not know. The civil law means it's very, very serious. Follow the civil law. Get the income, expenditure. Sometimes you never ask for rent, church building, parish property. After 10 years, the person says, it is my property. I never gave you rent. Because this poor priest or this priest was all the time in coma, drunk. So he never bothered to collect any income, pay any tax, land tax or anything. Non-observance of civil law, duties of administrators, and invest the money according to the purpose of the church, directives of the bishop, get necessary permission for extraordinary administration, for alienation, according to the mind of the church, spirit of the church, you have to do. Okay, now we will stop, then afternoon we will see. Before we go, we will just pray the midday prayer. I will just put from my mobile. I don't know whether we can connect it here. That lady is not here, no? Okay, just keep it there maybe. Okay, not reciting. Keep it from what I have read, I think. we keep near it, and then 10 minutes we will listen, and if we don't silently, simply sit and listen.